Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm stopping by to talk today about life. God gave us life. He gave all the plants and animals and human beings life. But the question is, what kind of a life are we going to live? People are tormented from within. People are tormented by thoughts and guilt and fears and compulsions and worries and anxiety. Are tormented from within. Except when you were a little child, then life was sweet, wasn't it? Although, things happened. Kids were mean and you cried, or, your puppy died and you cried, or your mom got mad at you and spanked you, or your dad was angry with you or something, and, that was sad. But otherwise, life was pretty nice. But then you began to be tormented. And where did it start? It actually started on the outside. It started on the outside for the most part, where somebody was teasing you. You went to school and they stole your stuff. And you went to the teacher and the teacher said, "Well, I don't believe you." Then you went home and your mom said, "I'm too busy." And you went to your dad and he wasn't there. And you went back to school and they did it again. And then you tried to get them to give it back and they knocked you on the floor and they laughed. And the other kids laughed. Maybe there was one person that didn't laugh, but they laughed. And then somebody teased you and said you were a something or other, some kind of a name, some kind of a label. And then they just kept saying it over and over and over. And then you went home and your parent was disappointed in you. You weren't like your sister. You were always messing up. You were a burden. You were trouble. You couldn't get things right. And somehow you got the feeling that you were being rejected. And this went on day after day, week after week. It was relentless, wasn't it? So people on the outside teasing you, parents pressuring you, somebody making you angry with then there was injustice. Now, if there was a one-time injustice and it went away, I guess that wouldn't be so bad. But it was constant. For example, Mom put you down really bad and yelled at you really bad, and Dad just sat there and didn't say anything. He let her do it. That's injustice. Or you and your brother were both doing something, and you did it just as well as he did, but they said that you were totally messing it up. Something like that. You went to school and kids got away with stuff. And other kids, they made one little mistake and everybody dumped on them. Injustice. And this injustice was also seemingly relentless. It went on and on and on. And eventually it got to you. There was some moment in time, which was the first time, it got to you. And then when it got to you, somehow, you then began to be tormented from within.